Hello, and welcome to the Dad and Sons podcast. I'm talking very silently because people here are sleeping.
I should also talk very softly because people are sleeping around me. But I don't care.
Oh my god.
People are sleeping around me, George Weidman, as well.
No, they're not, George. Don't lie. People are watching zombie anime girls around you.
But in between me, the zombie anime girls, Patrick sitting back there playing Smash, of course, is our other worldly traveling tourists behind thin walls who might call the police on me. Because the Airbnb host mentioned that in the instructions. She was like, don't call the police on yourself by being loud at night.
Wow.
Can you imagine if you had like a decibel meter internally and you were like, well, I've gone over that. Time to call the police on myself.
That's what we don't have. That's what Bakugaijins don't have is an internal decibel monitor.
I know. When I was on the train with you and everyone else is silent and your voice is just naturally booming over everyone.
Yes.
I'm like, George, for good's sakes. I don't want to point it out to you, but I'm like trying to stare you down into a quiet. And you're just like, wow, everyone's really quiet on here. It's so strange.
That is so like me. That is so like me to break the silence by mentioning the silence.
And you were like, there sure is a lot of people on here, as more people cram on.
Oh, man. We visited my friend Scrib in Osaka. And at night, we got on the last train back home, and it started playing the train song, the Get on the Last Train Back Home song. And we all just looked at each other after a long, hard, tiring day of going to tourist traps and just burst out laughing. It was one of those, like, comfortable silences, followed by an amicable, sociable laugh, and everyone else on the train was just completely dead quiet and having none of it.
Well...
Wow.
It's nice to know that Japan is making you stir crazy.
Is this just the older generation in Japan?
I mean, on Friday nights...
The younger generation is just a little bit more relaxed.
Yeah, and I don't know if you remember, but on Friday nights, or even on weekdays, like starting around 10 or 11, like... Man, fuck off. Dude, salarymen, they make as much noise as we do sometimes.
Fuck yeah. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I remember. Actually, speaking of this, I have one. I want to get this off my chest because, man, you remember the place we went to, George, when you were here?
Which one? That narrows it down.
The one where we ate that fucking amazing chicken, teppanyaki.
Yes.
Where you had like a physiological reaction to it. It was so good.
That's a lot of food, but yes, I do remember teppanyaki.
Yeah, so that place we went to, right? I'd been there prior, because that's like one of our go-to places. It's a place called Zawatami. It's a really good izakaya. Izakaya is like a Japanese bar restaurant thing.
Good milk cocktails.
Yeah, where you eat and drink as much as you want, basically. And there was this one time we went, and there was a group of about 12 of us, all like Bakugaijin with our like Japanese friends. And we were making noise, but it was a Friday night, and everyone else is making noise around us. And then, like, this old couple come and sat behind us. And, like, you know, for, like, half an hour, we're, like, chatting away as normal, like, totally normal. And then, like, they get up and they just, like, leave. And then we're like, well, fuck them. And then 10 minutes later, the people come and they say, you guys need to leave.
Whoa, really?
And we're like, what? And they're like, you're making too much noise. And we're like, all of a sudden, our Japanese friends turn around and they're like... Don't you fucking say that. Like, you're just saying this because they're fucking foreigners and, like, those old people were complaining. And they were like, yeah, those old people complained. And it's like, well, why did you sit next to the fucking gaijin? Have you heard how loud it is in here on a Friday night? Holy shit, it's so loud. It's not just these guys, just because they're foreigners. Like, everyone's super loud. God. It's just these old people complaining. And they were like, sumimasen, woman's like, it's like, yeah, fuck off. You're so right. Like, when... These salarymen, like, get a few beers and a few whiskey highballs down them. They're so fucking loud as well. Like, all Japanese conventions go out the window. They're fucking smoking and drinking everywhere, super loud. And I don't care because I'm all for, like, crazy salarymen doing crazy stuff. But when we get painted with that brush of being loud, unless you're George on a train, it's a bit shitty.
I got a similar incident this morning when I got on the train out of Sapporo to Tokyo, I was getting a bento box in the grand Japanese tradition. Oh, by the way, lovely experience. Finding out my JR pass had expired during this trip. That 7-day period, it counts the very first day you activate it. You can't just add 7 to the number of the day you start.
Wait, so you have to buy another one?
I spent about $230 on train tickets this morning, and oh god,
I mean, to be fair, George, considering how much I know you've traveled, you would have easily racked up about $2,000 worth of train travel so far, though.
That's why you get the JR pass. And any listeners who are planning Japan, save up money, buy a JR pass, and use the heck out of it. Because Japanese people don't get that privilege. Expats like Liam don't get that privilege either.
Don't get that privilege.
Yeah.
You were like when you were planning this trip, you were like, yeah, like come to like Sapporo and come to like Tokyo with it. I was like, George, this is gonna cost me like $2,000. Like in the country I live in, like the JR Rail Pass is like the secret ticket to doing whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
You literally you left my place. Well, you came from Tokyo to Okayama, which is West Japan, to then stay
which is
here
5 hours itself.
To then only go back to Tokyo to meet Patrick, to then go to Osaka, which is like in between where I live in Tokyo, instead of just going to Osaka and then having Patrick come to Osaka to meet you. But because you had the JR Rail Pass, you could just literally do stupid shit like that.
And I feel so guilty, but also so triumphant when I talk to expats like you. There's a couple of them, and the couple of Japanese fans I've talked to, who say that, like, I have done more Japanese tourism stuff than they have, just because of this JR Pass. It's an incredible resource.
I've not been to Sapporo yet.
Absolutely, positively, anyone who can make use of it, please do, because I've seen...
It would cost me, like, $500 to Hokkaido.
I've seen Hokkaido now, I've seen Kyoto, I've seen Osaka, I've seen Okayama, I've seen Hiroshima. Like, I feel like I've been all over. Like the list of stuff left to do is running out. Well, Nintendo Land's going to open up soon, so, I'll be back for that.
Well, it sounds like you've enjoyed your time.
Yes. Oh, and I did have a similar incident with your Bakugaijin racism. This is so much more mild, but I was basically waiting in line for a convenience store to heat up a bento box I got for the train, and apparently I was taking...
Heat it up for you?
No, I had to ask, and there was a little bit of a language barrier. We had to squint and body language. It's the routine by now. And the guy behind me angrily stomped out of line because he was late for his train. When the announcer came on, he just sighed and like stormed out of the building and ran off, and I felt bad, ?
Nah, fuck him. Shouldn't have been late for his train. He's Japanese. He's got like an internal body clock that allows him not to be late.
Or just high pressure from the boss. That'll do it.
Yeah, jump over those red and black boxes, right? Right, Liam?
Yeah, definitely do that. That'll get you not in jail.
Smash through the Kombini.
Smash.
But we've been playing Smash the past week, right? Right, guys?
We have. All three of us.
What's our impressions now that we have a lot more hours in our belts?
Laggy.
Well, actually, you say that. I streamed some today, and it wasn't as laggy as it has been.
See, the lag shouldn't just be in your mouth. Why is lag in your mouth? Like, why is it swimming in there? You know what I'm saying? This is not wine. You're not supposed to just, like, let the Smash sit on your tongue for a little bit and swash it around before you swallow it. No. Okay? This is not how it's supposed to be. It's
pretty rough.
It's pretty rough, man. I find myself playing against the computer a little every time I want to practice. I actually finally figured out how to get my controls to work. My
I noticed that too. I've been trying. I've been struggling with that.
I deleted everything. I deleted all the profiles and only had one profile, and that fixed it. I only had 2 profiles before.
Wait, what was the problem?
I deleted the other profile. But
what was that? Yeah, but what problem was that causing?
Basically, I couldn't remove stick jump.
I've got that problem too, and I just now started playing with it because I've just now actually started playing with the Joy-Cons instead of GameCube controllers.
Wow.
With GameCube controllers, it just worked, but with Joy-Cons, I'm having issues.
Yeah, I finally got it to work, and my gosh, I went back to shit tier. And I was already pretty just okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like shit tier. It's like pressing up on the stick, and you're like, wait a minute, why am I not jumping? Something that you found so natural.
I don't use. I know a lot of people do, but I don't tend to use up on the stick to jump. Mm-hmm. But I will instinctively react sometimes without even thinking, and I will press up. For example, if I'm jumping, I will use the Y button or the X button. I can't remember which one is which to jump, like standard. But if I have, for example, an item like the fire flower or the wind thing, because I can't hold the button to do it and also press jump, I will then use the up stick to jump, so I can sort of go up and down to match other characters who are trying to avoid it. Because I can't press A to hold the item to do what I want it to do, and also press jump with X. So I have to still have, even though I don't use it that often, I still have to have up stick jump.
See, the thing is, I want to be able to use the tilts easy, especially up tilt.
Yeah.
And if you have a GameCube controller, you could just use a C stick or whatever. I never really enjoyed using the C stick anyway, but
I tend not to use the C stick that much.
I'm gonna have to start getting in that habit. I gotta change. There's something wrong with me.
Yeah.
Liam is well aware. Something about my muscle memory from Smash 4 is just not making the transition over here.
You're your own worst enemy, though.
I agree, and I found out that a habit that I've been into, it's air dodging. There all those moments where I'm mashing B up and I'm yelling at the screen about why my character won't do it.
Yeah. You can't air dodge that much in this game anyway. They've nerfed it really.
Yeah, there's really a really long cooldown between air dashing laterally and then B upping.
You can pretty much only air dash once as well.
If you're really far away.
Smash 4, you could air dash a few times.
Oh, I want to get away with it though, because when I was playing Smash 4, I'd either be Lucina or Pac-Man, and both of them in Smash 4 could spend for ages. They could spend a lot of time in the air that they can't in this one.
Fucking hated Lucina for that reason.
Lucina is so annoying.
She's so annoying.
He's so.
Oh my god.
The game would be better if they just removed all Fire Emblem players.
No, Chrome's cool. Chrome's fine.
Hey, Patrick.
What, brain dead Chrome? Oh my god.
What do you think of Lucina, Patrick?
Lucina's fine.
Yeah, see, I got at least one person on my side.
Patrick, shut up. Patrick, who asked you? Shut up.
Anyways, continue. You're griping about the best girl.
The best girl when you don't play her.
Whatever. I'm done.
So we need to clarify what kind of lag we're talking about, because I have extensively played the game under 3 different conditions. An online multiplayer has its flavor of lag. Local wireless multiplayer has its own flavor of lag.
Really? Yeah. That has lag as well?
Yes.
Holy
sometimes.
Shit.
It's double melee. Better than online, but it's a little... It sometimes pokes out of the ground and you gotta smack it down like a mole.
Oh my god. And is that just not the fact that it's got the buffer in it anyway?
Yeah, as we will get into in the news, even when you're playing locally or
we might as well just
yourself,
get into it now.
We might as well just
get into that now.
Okay, fine. We'll get into it now. This is a quiet cast. Format's a little different. Let's talk about Smash lag. A group called Button2Pixel, who is sometimes cited by Digital Foundry in their very serious analysis of game technology, has found that Smash Ultimate has the greatest degree of input lag across the whole series.
Of all time.
It's better, for some reason, if you use the GameCube controllers, which I guess is good news for Liam and I. Matt, you got an adapter?
No, man. I've been using Joy-Cons, man.
Those things are rare. Crazy. Those things are rare. It's not a most people thing.
Hey, dude, I watched a guy play with Link with one Joy-Con, okay? And just straight up 3-stalked someone. on pro on a tournament. So please, it has nothing to do with the controller. It's all skill, baby. All skill.
Yeah. Eventually, you can adapt to it.
To be fair, consider how much I trashed you two. It's all skill.
So input lag. I mean, I'm not disagreeing because the thing is, there is a 1/10 second of input delay as well as this buffer that makes some earlier inputs count even when you're like frantically trying to cancel and mash buttons to do something when you regret your earlier inputs. All of this is happening in 1/10 of a second. So it's very hard to explain and very hard to feel, but there are people out there who have done the science, who have mashed buttons really, really fast, recorded it against footage, subtracted the 4 to 5 milliseconds or whatever of built-in input latency lag in the first place, and found that there is a little bit of mud between your inputs and your character. So, I don't know, think of it as the Dark Souls of Smash Brothers.
There is definitely some big changes. Like, for example, not being able to turn to face the opposite direction once you're in the air
that kills
is
me.
a really strange change. Because not only, like, when you're in the air, if you're facing the wrong way and you up B, like George has found many a time, with some characters, for example, like Richter and Simon, who go up in an arc in a certain direction away. So if you're facing left and you're going off left, you're gonna like up B more left. It's not gonna help you very much, and you can't change the way you're facing, which is really strange.
Man,
but also,
it feels so good when you're Incineroar and you try to recover facing the wrong way, and Incineroar just dashes directly opposite where you want to go.
But like, but in Incineroar's up B is terrible anyway. But for example, what I found to be my problem sometimes is that when you go up in the air, when you land, you immediately have to readjust the way you're facing. But before that, sometimes you will just immediately attack instead. You'll like hit the attack button, and the game will register that you're still facing the opposite way as when you're in the air. So you'll do the attack facing the other way, which then just opens you up to be hit from the other side instead of like automatically readjusting the way you're facing.
Yeah, I was better really than Smash 4. I was like way better in Smash 4. When I played this game, I just especially over online, I was just like, oh my god, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel right. And that's why I found this thing. And it sucks that Ultimate would be the one to be the worst. You know?
I don't know.
I mean, I'll get used to it. It's just why...
It's going to take time, and it's going to be a hard wake-up call.
Yeah. It's like starting over again.
Liam, I think I privately explained to you after the stream, like, playing on the opposite end of a skill gap that high a lot of times is just genuinely not fun. Like 2 minutes of your hits never connecting, 2 minutes of you always reacting and never initiating is like why a lot of people stressful. Don't like Smash because of how competitive the crowd gets.
Sometimes.
Right.
But that's why people don't like fighting games sometimes. And I get it, because I play against people in games and, like Street Fighter, and I'm terrible at them, and then I just give up because I don't want to put the time investment into it being good. And yeah, there were times when we were playing Smash where it was very clear that you were just getting slapped all across the screen and you had to react to everything. And it isn't fun, really, because you're not doing anything. And what's so satisfying about Smash, and I think this is why I like playing with items and stuff like this, because it gives you that chance to create some sort of satisfactory chaos, which is what Smash is all about. It's about hitting hard and getting the satisfaction of those hits. Like Matt was like saying, Incineroar hits hard. The reason I really fucking love playing Incineroar, even though he's like pretty fucking underwhelming compared to a lot of the new characters, because they all have like these crazy projectiles, is that when you do his side B and he throws them against the ropes and then you time his like clothesline perfectly and it just has that huge smoke trail and that hit stun, it's so satisfying, and that's what's so great about Smash. Now the problem is when you're playing one-on-one, which is the quote-unquote pure way to play it.
It absolutely
like
is.
I mean, some people will agree, some people will disagree.
I have some fascinating discoveries.
You will play games like where me and George were playing, where you will go like 5 games in a row and you will just get slapped across the screen the entire time, like you're playing a versus fighting game, and it will not be fun. But when you have items on sometimes, it reclaims some of that skill gap back.
There's way too many of them. They're unpredictable to figure out.
Yeah, but you can change all that. You can change what items appear and what items don't.
Spreadsheet that everyone will have to like back out of the lobby to change to restart.
Okay. But what I'm saying is that Smash is both a game that caters to people who have this high skill gap between them and a different player, and also caters for people who are even. Like, so you can't really complain about skill gaps.
I'm not guys.
The field.
Jeez. God, I was just about to say, earlier on the train today, me and Patrick, I believe we found a compromise, and that is stage hazards. Stage hazards, you see them coming. They're fairly, like, easy to grasp conceptually. That's what I don't like about items. Like, you can pick up a beetle, throw it at someone, and it'll cause them to swoop up in the air. Oh, no. You pick up the beetle, and it causes you to swoop up in the air yourself. How are you supposed to know that's how it works until you get hit by
it?
No.
I think you're supposed to wiggle the stick or something.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
The beetle is the beetle from Skyward Sword. You throw it at someone, it goes in a linear line. It doesn't go. It doesn't it's not homing. It doesn't follow people. And if you jump over it, you completely avoid it. It goes in a linear line. And if it catches someone, it will carry them up off the stage if they have like a percentage above like 50, for example.
Oh my God!
It's not like if you pick it up,
stupid.
it will then. No, it's not stupid because there are many items in the game. Like the UFO catcher does the same thing. There's the the Space Invader that also does the same thing, but it's a little harder because you have to throw people into it and it's random where it will land. Like if once you have played with them enough, you know what they do, and it's so easy to avoid them.
Like a time investment.
I like the
some
classic.
of us don't have much time.
But you're talking about a game where it's all about like fighting people. Like it's a fight. It's not a fighting game. I don't think it's a fighting game. Some people think it is. Some people don't. But every game's a time investment when you're competitively playing against people. Like if you want to have fun, that's what items are for. If you want to have 1v1 pure Fox Final Destination, then you're gonna have this time investment.
If you're having a 1v1, then items are already going to be advantaging whoever is winning anyway, because they have more time to run around the stage and actually pick them up. Whereas the guy who's at the disadvantage is going to be in the air. That's why I like stage hazards. It's a little more of an equal opportunity guesswork, quote unquote fun hazard. No,
but it's
not
the same
thing.
Because
it's
time investment. Because if you're playing with someone who already knows about the stage hazard against someone who doesn't know about the stage hazard, the person who knows about the stage hazard is going to have the advantage. Same with the beetle item. The person who knows about it will have the advantage over the other person who doesn't.
Dude,
it's the same thing.
I played for like a good 8 hours and had no clue what the fuck that beetle was. Then I looked at the flavor text of the beetle and it said, you can knock back the beetle and turn the tables on your... It still didn't explain what the beetle does.
I want a 64 mode. Just only 64 items, only 64 stages. I want some pure throw. Because like some of those items, some of those assist trophies are the equivalent of attack helicopters, kill streaks, and freaking Call of Duty. Scizor just freaking glides across the fucking...
Yeah, like I get it. You guys don't like some of the items. It's fine. I get it.
Most of the items are kind of garbage. Let's be honest here. This is what's really good about Smash Ultimate, is you can create not just multiple profiles now, so you can have all your little costumes and your controllers set to the profiles, but you can also have custom rule sets, and it makes you pick one before you play the game.
Why do you gotta close the lobby to change them?
No. Yeah, that's for Arena Online, because you're connecting to people online. I guess it's like the way they built the online. Obviously, it doesn't work. But what's really good about the custom, because most people are going to be playing Smash locally. That's what it's always been. It's going to continue that way. 5 people fucking with GameCube controllers around the fucking TV, right? But what's really cool about custom playsets is you don't have to do all that bullshit going through them all the time. You can be like, this is the 64 mode. You choose all the stages from 64, you choose all the items, and then that's it. That's it forever. You can choose that whenever you want. You can have what me and George had, which was the 0 rule set, which was nothing. No items. It was 2 stock, pure shit. Omega,
random battlefield.
Random Battlefield.
Yeah, Battlefield. And you turned me over to Battlefield, actually. I'm with you on Battlefield now. I like Battlefield better than Omega now.
It's good. Like, I feel like Smash Ultimate has its issues, but it also does a lot good to cater to almost everybody. And that custom rule set is good.
Sure.
And you guys are just salty. I can taste it.
Yes, because you pay $60 for a game. You pay $60 for the game. You expect it not to be the laggiest in the series. You expect
like for you, Matt. I get it. You've had to play with us online only. I get it. Your experience with playing with us has been online and with others. It's been purely online, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't see what George is complaining about because he's played locally.
You gotta understand, like here in California, there's a variety of people. A lot of the people I hang out with, they don't play games. We go out to bars and drink wine.
Oh, look, he's a fucking cool ass dude. Hey, I'll have you know.
No, I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying I want some variety. I want someone to play some Smash with.
I'll have you know, me and George went and drank wine and cocktails in a bar, and we didn't take our Switches, but we did come home and play Smash.
Wait, you came home and smashed after you guys were drunk? What?
Yeah, we came home and we smashed. We did.
Mm-hmm.
We did.
That little couch was so comfy to smash on.
Wow.
It was. When you fold it out, there's a lot more room to smash.
Don't know if it was as comfy to sleep on as it was to smash on.
Two of us can smash. I mean, we were having so much fun smashing. George was not having a good time. I was like smashing him a little too hard.
Fun losing. If losing is fun, it's still doing something right.
We even streamed live our smashing.
For 6 hours.
George, next time just use an egg, man. Use an egg.
A Japanese egg.
Okay. What?
Wait. Before we move on from Smash, let's talk about the single player.
I was just about to say, what do we think of World of Light?
Oh my God, George!
You could make it overpowered. You could really make World of Light overpowered if you like get the right items. You start off with a giant mushroom or the hammer or something like that. Like you can
mushroom really, little Bowser with the curry on. That's how you do the hard stages.
Yeah,
like I've given up on World of Light completely.
I don't know if I
you get the right spirits.
If I can handle it.
I'm enjoying much more playing the spirit board.
I have no idea what that is actually. Is it buried into the menus?
Did you guys know there was a shop buried in the menus that has music tracks?
Oh my God.
That's why you get gold.
Oh my God. Gold? What is this?
Yeah, there's so much going on. It's a fucking mess.
I'm not going to defend that. It is a mess. It is a mess at times.
You have to load into World of Light. That doesn't make any sense to me.
I think something got lost in translation.
It's fine. It's not bad. Let's not overdo it. It's not bad.
The game in Japanese, the game is called Dairanto Super Smash Brothers Special. In English, it's called Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. And Ultimate implies not just a finality of the series, but also a pinnacle of quality that I don't think something with this much quantity can accomplish.
I don't know, because my argument would be that I have never enjoyed playing Smash Brothers single player.
Wow.
Ever.
I like Melees.
Dude.
No, I have not enjoyed any of them. No, wow. Zero.
Classic mode's okay. I have more fun with that than World of Light.
No, this is what I'm trying to say. All the previous ones, like Subspace Emissary, Smash Tour, whatever, classic modes, whatever. Okay. In all the previous games, fucking terrible. Not that I hated them.
Zelda dungeon and Melee with multiple levels and the elevators and the enemies.
I didn't like it. No, it's bad. No, it's bad. It was bad. I don't like playing against CPUs, period. But with, Smash Ultimate, for some reason, I'm enjoying getting the spirits. It's not so much the World of Light. Forget World of Light, because World of Light's a mess. But, I'm playing the Spirit Board, and Classic Mode is okay too. But, the Spirit Board is like a trading card game where you just collect stickers. You just collect PNGs. I got a PNG of a real-life French bulldog today, and I was happy. I'm enjoying playing the Spirit Board. Yeah, it was a Nintendog, but it wasn't a pixelated Nintendog on the DS. It was just a literal picture of a real dog.
Nice. Keeping it true to the source material then.
But it's good. Like, Spirit Board is good. It's the same, like, interesting thing that is this that's interesting about World of Light. The variation of, like, this is Dr. Light from Mega Man, but actually it's a Dr. Mario who's running away from you, who's protected by some Mega Man clones. Like, it's that same variation that you have to think about in World of Light, yet you're not traipsing all the way through a dumb map collecting stuff. Like, Spirit Board is like the same battles for the same spirits, but faster, and also
way faster.
You can choose the spirits you want to like see. You can see them right in front of you, and you get items based on like what you play that will allow you to shuffle them and allow you to like, it'll give you more advantage to like beating them, that you get more than you get with World of Light. Spirit Board is a really fun mode for me.
Thing is, what kills it for me is that in order to unlock the option to change menu music, you have to 100% World of Light. And my God, I want to change that theme so bad. Oh my God. Oh my.
Just mute the game when you're on the menu.
I want to change it bad. I really hate that stupid dumb song. It gets stuck in your head and never goes, and has lyrics like reignite the undying light.
George, what are you really talking about? I think the song is mediocre.
I'm not jumping in here. I'm just letting you know. This is not happening.
We did this bit last week when we broke for the break during the TGA's trademark Jeff Keighley.
What you got to do is put all your fires into a spiral of flame and reignite the undying light. You gotta search within your soul for the day that the sky went away and your world came to an end.
Oh my God,
George,
stop.
George, how would you rank Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Because we've all had some extensive time on it now. We've at least all put like 20 plus hours into it.
0.
Like,
no.
What would you rate it on the scale of Konbini Onigiri to Zawatami Tebazaki chicken?
I like Konbini Onigiri better than Smash Ultimate. I think I do like Smash Ultimate better than that chicken, though, because I can kind of make chicken like that at home, but I cannot make onigiri from a Konbini with, like, salmon pate inside with, like, perfectly cooked sticky rice at home. Or with high-quality nori. I gotta go out to the Asian market, like, way out in the suburbs in K-Town to get that stuff. Not 5 minutes away from my Airbnb.
All right, we didn't need a fucking polygon breakdown of like every fucking.
It's been like 1 minute.
Yeah, it was 1 minute more than I cared.
Okay.
Oh my God. Oh, okay.
Speaking of food and Japanese food, I just wanted some silence there. Guess what I ate Sunday?
What was that? What was that?
I went out for some sushi.
Oh.
Did you break your rules?
I broke my rules.
Oh,
you already
shit!
broke the rules.
Someone call the police.
So, for people who don't know,
Someone call Officer Pitchford.
I've been vegan for 5 years. 5 years, and I wanted to try something like a little bit different. I wanted to get outside my comfort zone. I wanted to see how my body would react. I wanted to make sure. My body wasn't missing anything, there's like multiple things. There's like some.
Did you poop a big fat poopy doop?
Oh boy. So the sushi was different than Gangnam's that we went to, George, a while back.
Yeah.
And in Japan, this was the California. It was like.
This was American sushi.
It was American sushi. So when I saw the menu, I was like, "This is American sushi."
Yeah, California roll.
It wasn't California rolls like that, but it was American sushi. So, it's just not the same. But it did taste good.
Nice.
Very good. Like a lot of the regular stuff, I enjoyed. I didn't like all the fancy stuff. I just liked straight up fish on some rice.
I kind of feel upset for you then for like not breaking your rule whilst you were actually here in Japan.
No. Japan was like what 2 or 3 years ago. I had some sushi there.
Okay.
And it was okay for some reason. It was just like okay.
Would you break your rule for some hella good chicken?
No, I didn't. I never went to chicken. I hadn't had chicken in years, or beef, or pork, or anything. The only thing I've ever had has been fish.
You're going to live 10 years longer than the rest of us dads.
But
you're going to be a great granddad, and we're going to be 6 feet under.
We're going to be dead. We're going to be dead dads.
Yeah, but I want to travel more, and I want to not have
and you'll have more time to do
it. And I want to make sure that I can actually eat some stuff. Plus, I wanted to make sure that, like, the reason why I started the whole diet is like more of an elimination diet to make sure that I'm eliminating anything that would cause my disease to kind of flare up. So I wanted to kind of add things back in to see exactly what that was.
So you went vegan because of that?
Yeah, I didn't go vegan because of the animals. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that on the podcast. Okay, so
I like eating chicken. I can still love chickens, but also want to eat chickens.
I have a friend who's a vegetarian, and he decided to stop when he raised chickens on his farm because he decided chickens were too stupid not to eat.
Chickens are dumb as fuck, to be fair.
I mean, they were.
That's right. Kill and eat the weak. Kill and eat.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine being a vegetarian your whole life and then just owning some chickens and looking at them, being like, "You stupid motherfuckers!"
I'm gonna I love this guy. He was one of my best friends in college.
I'm gonna have to eat them.
The way he explained it made so much sense.
It makes total sense.
I don't know if I can do his argument justice.
Oh my god, that's.
Wait, so you had to go vegan? Wait, like why though?
No. Vegan was a natural progression of things. I tried multiple things, and what I ended up doing is eliminated everything in order to find something that worked. Yeah, and it worked. It worked, but now I have medication. Now I work out. Now I'm a lot healthier. Now it's just like, let me see exactly what was causing the problem. So I tried to add just now. Going adventurous. Slow sprinkle. Had some sushi.
Just a little sprinkle of death.
Just a sprinkle of death. Within 5 o'clock in the morning when I came back. Things were coming out of both holes.
Oh no.
Wait, is that because of the problem or because you think you went to a bad sushi restaurant?
No, because the person I was with, she didn't have any problems. She didn't have any problems. So
did you eat the same shit though?
Yeah, we did.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Sucks, dude.
Yeah. So and
no. Dad down.
Yeah, it was bad. It was
dad down.
It was bad. Like I woke up and I was like, something's wrong. Something is so wrong. And I ran to the bathroom. And I was like, which one should I do first?
I remember, Matt, you reminded me of this time where I had the same situation in a Pizza Hut toilet after a night out. And it was like, the only way I could describe it was like, there was like Mount Vesuvius was going off, and it was like Mount Vesuvius was coming out of the front, and there was an earthquake happening underneath. It was just the worst, and it was in a Pizza Hut toilet. It was literally the worst experience ever.
Because you're like, okay, this is a public toilet. This is a disgusting toilet. Like, what can I do to make this?
I'm just gonna projectile vomit all over the floor, and like I'm gonna shit everywhere.
Gee, no. You're giving me flashbacks of our McDonald's meal.
That is something I will never eat again.
That was also because of drinking. I mean, Matt's problem is like genuinely upsetting, whereas yours and mine is just down to pure stupidity.
It was amusing. George. We deserved that vomit.
Well, you did.
Correct. You were able to hold it down.
I mean, I nearly fell asleep in a ramen bowl, so.
Now, ramen was amazing. I'm going to keep saying it. Japan's ramen is something out of this world, and you will never find it in the States. So you buy your ticket for $500.
Go to Japan.
$500. Oh, I thought you were talking about the meal ticket at the actual ramen.
No. like $500, it would be worth it to taste that lovely, lovely golden soup again. Ooh.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God.
You know, ramen originally comes from China, but Chinese ramen is terrible.
I think Chinese you might just be falling for the imperial propaganda there.
No.
Mr.
Because Chinese ramen. Because Chinese ramen is really popular in Japan as well. Like both, obviously, there's many different types of ramen, but like Chinese ramen is very different to like Japanese.
What's the difference? Because I'm genuinely concerned.
The way they make the noodles. Joking. Obviously, you can have different types of noodles when you eat in Japan, like soft or hard boiled noodles and all that kind of thing. But it's just a very I can't remember how they do it specifically. It's kind of a lot more watery, like
yeah. Whereas
it's like Japanese
restaurants,
Japanese ramen is it's with soy base or miso base or stuff like that.
Miso, man, when they know how to do it right.
Hungry for miso,
dude. The best ramen, my favorite ramen in Japan is Tokushima ramen, which is this prefecture in Shikoku, and the ramen they have from there is so like it is a thick, like when you have those, like those smoking adverts where they're like, this is what your lungs are like, and it's just like a black lung.
When you smoke your whole life.
Yeah, when you smoke, it's like the thickest black tar. Like, imagine that turned into, like, soy sauce base. Like, dark, thick, sticky black tar.
Jesus Christ,
at the bottom of your ramen bowl with, like, salt and, like, giant pieces of pork.
And bits of cigarette tar,
Yeah. It's so good. Tokushima ramen is amazing.
Some chewy lung skin.
Have you had curry ramen before? That's good shit.
Oh shit! Curry soup is a Hokkaido thing, and me and Patrick went and got some last night.
Wait, you didn't get miso ramen when you were in Hokkaido?
We got a shio ramen at a restaurant that served miso ramen, according to the reviews.
Got miso.
Yeah, miso ramen's a Hokkaido thing too, right?
Yeah. Like
no time
Hokkaido miso is so strong it makes you choke. Miso.
There was no time to do everything. I wish there was. But man, that curry soup is really delicious. It's fun seeing a soup or curry rather in a soup form, and they do serve it kind of sort of like a ramen, where you have slices of pork, a little bit of quail egg, some buckwheat noodles. And coming in from the cold in this winter wonderland that is Hokkaido and Sapporo is an amazing sensation, because it's spicy, it fills you up, the hot spicy broth goes all over your veins, and Hokkaido was just absolutely drop dead gorgeous. It's the snowiest place I've seen in my life. As a lifelong resident of Atlanta, Georgia, I've visited friends in New England who live in kind of busy cities that are industrial and grimy and real American, and a Japanese city that's like clean and shiny and neon lit through the thick snow it's a way different look. Like, the snow doesn't look messy and muddy. The snow, every single street almost looked like a store window display at a Christmas shop. Gosh darn, man. You guys should check the pictures I put in the Discord, because it is gorgeous up there. I could not believe what I was seeing, even on the train ride in.
I've never had a chance to go up to Hokkaido because it is so damn expensive, but everyone says it's just beautiful. It's too damn cold, though.
Bring good shoes.
Yeah.
I slipped and fell on my hips 3 times just walking down the sidewalk, because they don't.
Why is that image so hilarious to me? Considering I know
it is,
as a human being how you move, just watching you sort of clumsily fall over is hilarious to me.
Yeah. Okay, well, it gets better. All right. So I have this suitcase that I've had for 12 years.
Oh my god! Let's not even talk about your damn suitcase.
I have this suitcase that's 12 years old. At some point, a wheel fell off of it. At some point, the zippers fell off of it, and I replaced it with, like, paper clips that I wire around the little holders for the zipper handles, that fell off. And on the train to Sapporo, I got off the train from Tokyo and lifted up the handle to roll my suitcase on its one wheel, which requires me to like twist my wrist at a weird angle, and the handle just flat out snapped off. This suitcase is the like adorable one-eyed, three-legged kitten of the luggage world. Like, it's now finally time to put that animal to sleep.
Just picture George, Super Bunny Hot Weedman, turning up at your town. You're looking forward to seeing your friend. And he comes along, like, carrying his suitcase. And you look at it and you're like,
roll it.
What are you doing? Like, do you want me to, like, wheel it for you? And he's like, no. And he shows you, and it's just like this wounded animal.
Wow.
This half-broken soldier who's just returned from war. And he's just like twisting it and rolling it behind him like some sort of clumsy dwarf. It's hilarious.
You gotta twist it to keep the weight on one wheel so that the other side doesn't scrape on the ground.
It would be so fascinating. Just go to like, well, I don't know if they have like a place like they have in Tokyo where they just had these like shops with a bunch of just random parts. And then, like, next to them, they have, like, a place for you to actually, for them to do work on.
Just finds a wheel.
He just finds a wheel and just screws it in. Like, that would be so dope.
Next time you see my suitcase, it might have, like, plaid patches sewn into it. All over, like, the holes.
Yeah, I got it fixed in Japan.
I found this wheel in the back of some old Oji-san's shop.
Yeah. You just like pop it up in the top. It's like, oh, you have this wheel, and they're like, and then he goes in the back and just goes.
The last and potentially most depressing aspect of this suitcase's story is that I found it in a closet I moved into in my first apartment outside of moving from the dorms in college. It had been left behind by the previous owner for free. I've been using, like, who knows how old this thing is. Like, it could be 60 years old. And I'm sure that suitcase has some stories to tell. I'll never forget you. Trusty Traveler's Lodge broken-ass suitcase.
Oh, you're actually going to throw it away. I thought you were going to keep it.
I'm going to see if I can...
he has to get rid of that. Holy shit, man.
I don't want to go home with that. I don't want to carry that suitcase.
Jesus Christ.
I thought, it's like so there is a limit to you, George. There is a limit. And this is the limit.
You're breaking my poo particle limit. We're breaking together my suitcase, my tolerance of jank-ass suitcase limit. And unfortunately... I might have broken my ramen limit the other night because I threw up from food from the first time in Japan, and it was that Hokkaido Shio ramen. I think they undercooked the egg too much for my Baka Gaijin stomach.
Oh, that sounds so gross.
You guys are just like...
bad at this, yeah.
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 What is this? Complaining about Smash and complaining about food? You guys have just gone off the deep end.
We're just bad
Smash
people.
sucks, and so does Japan.
My two loves in life. Thanks, Matt.
Man, I don't know if I want to go that far. I still like it here, even though this place makes you feel like a dumb toddler.
I need to go back to Japan next year.
When I'm checking out at the Konbini, like I drop coins on the floor. I'm like, oh, Sumi Gomen, Dozo, 600.
It's
yen.
so funny. Like, I've obviously made thousands of times the same mistakes, but just like having been here a while, and you know, it's the same as anything. But going back to Smash, it's the time adjustment thing, isn't it? But like watching George like fumble his way through Japan is like watching a baby try and walk. It's so funny.
That's what's compelling about it. It's the challenge of it. It's a worthy challenge. It's like relearning how to live.
Like, it's really silly things. Like, for example, like pulling out a certain wallet and taking out the cash of your wallet, right? And like in Japan, everyone's like bills are like pristine, perfect, like straight, right? Mm-hmm. Whereas George just pulls out these like crumpled ass notes.
Wait, I didn't even know this was something people cared about.
Yep, in Japan. And I can see like when he gives it over, like I can see like the slight look of resentment from like the people in the konbini just because you're handing them a crumpled note. Yeah, in Japan, like when you take like if you take money out before you leave, George, or you have spare money that hasn't been touched by your wallet or your hands, notice how perfect and straight it is.
I guess now I never will not notice it, because I did not know. Like, I've been completely oblivious this whole time.
Exactly.
Oh, fuck this place. God, there's so much that you get wrong. So much that you get wrong.
It's the tiny differences. Yeah, seriously. Like, the money is perfectly straight and flat and pristine. And it's so funny because it's the same in the UK. I didn't care about money. I'd fucking hang over like a salad-taped piece of note. And
paper money is like faker than credit card money in the American economy.
Yeah, whereas like in Japan, of course, this society does not run on cards, which fucking fuck is bullshit. Like, so everyone's money is pristine.
Well, really now strange. I have another thing to hate myself for.
Now you made him conscious. And now he pulls it out of his freaking everything. Ridiculous money clip.
No. One thing I'll credit George for is he always does want to try his Japanese, which is also adorable. He does want to try.
I've gotten to a point now where I will like wave my hand at Patrick and be like, "No, Patrick, I'd like to try this." For example, we went to a yakisoba restaurant just now where I was able to order extra beer. Apparently a couple salarymen came in. It was a real comfy place with only 7 seats, not a tourist place. The only way we even got in there is by Patrick speaking, I don't want to say good because he won't agree, but I think it's good Japanese. And the salarymen come in, they start laughing, and I hear the words opai come up a couple times. Patrick says that they're just talking about wanking in the middle of this restaurant, in the middle of their meal.
You know what opai is, right, George?
Oh, yeah, I recognize that word out of the pile.
Well, so they were talking about eggs. They were talking about eggs.
They were talking about a certain brand.
Spherical, smooth objects.
To be fair, I bet this whole time George has been keeping his eyes out for a couple of tengas.
What? No, I haven't. I don't know what you're talking about. What's a tenger?
We all know what's weighing that suitcase down.
All you got to do is shift the weight to the opposite side, George.
They're just gag gifts, guys. They're just gag gifts. It's Christmas.
That's why he wants to buy a new one. He doesn't want to rotate it. He doesn't want to break the eggs, if you know what I mean.
No,
he doesn't want to crack any eggs.
If you need help, you can send me a couple for Christmas, you know. Christmas is right around the corner.
Tenga, if you're listening.
Oh, my God.
Well, if they're listening, they're gonna have to send us some sample products before we fully invest our listeners' time into buying.
You're gonna be fully investing something else inside of those eggs.
Jesus Christ, kill me! I want to die. I can't even yell at you guys right now, and it's the worst.
Speaking of kill me, shall we move on to the news?
I love sushi.
I love Japan, period.
Mm-hmm. The tea ceremonies. J-Rock! Yeah.
Garuga mess!
Oh, yeah. Hey.
I love anime.
Yeah. And manga!
And gaming!
Yeah.
DDR!
Smile DK.
Hey! Sakura-kan ikimasu!
Don't just talk about it. Check out Sakura-kan, April 10 through 12. Check sakurakan.org for all the details.
Hello and welcome to the Dad and Sons podcast. Welcome back. That's the intro. That's definitely.
Let's not follow up on what we were giggling about during the break. We might get in Twitter trouble. You know what'll keep you out of? I don't know if it'll keep Liam out of trouble or not, though. But what'll keep you a little more out of trouble in the event of a dispute with your employer is the Game Workers Unite Union, which is now a legally recognized union in the UK. They filed in cooperation with the Independent Workers of Great Britain Union to legitimize this whole anonymous sort of Twitter pamphlet campaign that's been going on over the past year and a half. Weird thing is this apparently is not happening in America before it's happening in Great Britain, but now you can join and pay dues to have a Game Workers Unite Union rep join you in the event that you want to have a very serious argument with your boss. It's income based. How progressive. For those who earn £20,000 or less per year, their fees are £8 per month. If it's more than 20,000 but less than 50,000, it's 10 pounds. If it's more than 50,000 per year, if you're, I guess, a programmer or an engineer, then your fee is going to be 15 pounds a month. Apparently in the UK, you are not legally required to tell your employer if you are in a union, and the laws are also very, very clear, which I believe is the same case in the States too. Well, no, it would depend on the state, wouldn't it? And don't you love that rule, Liam?
No, it doesn't make any sense. You guys are crazy.
It depends on the state over how much of a reason your employer has to cite to fire you. But in the Great Britain, the greatest of Britons, your employer cannot legally fire you for joining a union. But hey, at least that Britain has a game workers union now. Oh, let's all cross our fingers and hope it works out.
Well, we have a tanking economy and we're gonna get blue passports, but thank the blessed Lord.
If you have a gig job in the game industry or in any other industry, that's what the Independent Workers of Great Britain Union apparently is about, is protecting people roped up in the gig economy.
Does it depend if you're on a contract then, or if you're an employee? Can you not sign up for this if you are like a salaried employee?
I don't think it matters. They have an FAQ page where they have this question: who is eligible to join the union? This branch is open to current, former, and soon-to-be workers working for an organization involved in the creation of video games. That's it. This includes direct employees, contract agency, or casual workers. Managers with direct hiring and firing power are not eligible to join. So if you're a boss, fuck you. Bye. No, you're not allowed in.
That's kind of satisfying to hear, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm wondering how many people.
I'm just thinking back to all the
call
times.
Officer Pitchford on them.
I'm just trying to think back to all the times when I would have required the union.
For your days at Rockstar.
Maybe. I'm thinking
those might be what you're referring to. Yes, potentially, or otherwise. I'm sure that we don't want to legally distinguish which.
No, I'm just trying to think of how a union would have affected my time there. Like, I'm not trying to say that there was times where I can definitely say for certain that a union would have been helpful, but I'm trying to think.
The immediate benefit is that they do say a union rep could accompany you to any meetings with management, providing advice and support. They also provide training so that you can handle your dispute at work, meaning in the future you can help others too. I suppose it has yet to be seen if these people are going to arrange any larger scale protests or strikes. That might be satisfying as well. But they don't want to hint at it ahead of time. I
feel like it's more of like a good deterrent from shitty management decisions in the future.
If they pull something big, they gotta wait till the time is right.
Like, oh shit, we need to think about this a bit more because there's a union floating about now.
And this is in the UK. What game companies have we had in the UK that's done some really bad stuff?
What, you
Rockstar.
mean like Rockstar?
Rockstar.
You mean like the biggest news story this year?
It was in the UK, that studio?
Yeah.
The main
Rockstar North,
studio
Rockstar
for doing
Lincoln,
it?
and Rockstar London.
I thought it was like maybe part Rockstar. I mean, part of like the US
it's
team.
all of them.
Okay.
It's all of them, but I think Rockstar New York had like a big focus because they're directly under the houses. So those guys have a lot of pressure on them. But also then my previous studio, Rockstar Lincoln, were one of the ones that got highlighted massively because of the conditions that those guys work under because they work in QA at localization. So
it's not like we're famous for trying to tackle news stories. We don't fully know the details on 100%.
We're not famous for single-handedly taking down large Japanese video game corporations like Konami, are we, George?
Yeah. Konami is we just took a taxi past a Konami health club in the snow in Hokkaido. It was beautiful.
And you didn't go inside?
I took a picture and posted it in the Discord.
You didn't go out there and I want to see what type of exercise machines they have in.
I used to be a membership of a Konami health gym when I lived in Kagawa. They're really nice.
Is there any video game stuff in there?
No, it's completely just
train like Snake.
Well, speaking of, George is going to do that tomorrow.
yeah, I will be doing the Metal Gear Solid Escape Room, and hopefully we'll have enough material to make a video out of it afterwards, depending on what their rules are for getting cameras in there. We'll find out. But
strap a GoPro to your belt buckle. No one's gonna look, too down there. They're not gonna be like, yo, let's see what this American is packing. Like, Japanese people don't think that way.
I've got a good idea, George. You could put the GoPro in the hole where the wheel is missing on your suitcase and just carry your suitcase around.
No, that's a low angle.
God.
No.
I'd also have to pick my suitcase up and point it at what I wanted to film.
Baka Gaijin.
Oh my gosh! You think they let us get away with a lot? To be fair, and more. I think
you know what you can do? No. Let's go a little bit deeper on this. Let's get a cowboy hat, okay? Because all Americans are white. White Americans are cowboys.
That's true.
I told him to get a hat, to get a cheap hat.
No, a cowboy hat, and say howdy a lot, just like they do in anime. Because all white people say howdy.
Howdy y'all.
Howdy y'all. And just put it as a little fake belt on your hat, and you're good, man. Howdy, y'all! I'm here for that little Metal Gear little escape room you got going on there.
Back in the USA, I love playing me some Metal Gear on my farm.
Yeah, always. Oh, let me just put this rope away.
Let me take off my giant cowboy hat.
Whoops, someone left this uncensored pornography magazine on the floor. I hope no one comes over and reads it.
Oh my god, if they have that in the escape room, that would be so tight.
You have to do it in a group, from what I've heard, which doesn't sound very Metal Gear.
I think the idea is that you have a group of 3 and there's 2 of us, so that's going to be interesting.
Well, you'll report back soon enough.
I'm pretty hyped, but I'm also pretty scared of the language barrier. But man, I relish experiences like that, like weird. I don't want to say like extreme tourism, more like awkward tourism. Socially awkward tourism is my favorite kind of tourism.
Do you know what's my favorite kind of awkwardness, George?
Watching awards shows that are dumb.
Watching dumb award shows that do dumb shit, like name Detroit Beyond Human the best RPG game of the year.
God, I really wish I knew more, because I found out about this during a time in my life where I didn't have a lot of time to Google the finer details and watch the videos. So the Australian Games Awards gave their best role-playing game of the year to Detroit Become Human, which I believe we did consider here at the Dad Awards as one of the best PS4 games of the year. Because I mean, let's be real.
No,
what else came out for the PS4?
Me and Matt didn't agree with that.
Oh well. Let's say
I can't agree to it. He doesn't even have a PlayStation 4.
a clandestine associate of the Dad Academy. The Dad Academy decided it.
Yeah, the Dad Academy. No, the Dad Academy did not decide it. It was a rogue. It was a rogue envelope.
The Dad Academy's been compromised.
That's got to be an award for next year. Best Australian Games Awards award.
Best Australian Games.
The award of the year.
Yeah, we just award something that's outrageous. It's not even in the same genre.
Is the Australia Game Awards like the new Spike VGAs? Because apparently the VGAs are like semi-respectable now. Like Jeff Keighley pulled them out of the hot, sticky, syrupy water.
I mean, let's compare. Let's compare their best RPG of the year, which was Monster Hunter World, which is fair. I think.
Yeah.
It's still kind of an RPG, but it's also an action game.
But not more than
your weapon.
Detroit, obviously.
No, but that's what.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Hang on.
But
Hang on,
do you know what? But this makes me laugh because what the fuck was in this category? Like, let alone Detroit winning the best RPG is the madness there. But what else was in? What was nominated? Like, where is Monster Hunter World, Dragon Quest XI, Ys 8, and like everything else? Like, what the fuck happened?
I'm looking at their other awards actually right now. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
You're still dwelling on the Australian Weird Awards.
Matt can't even piece it together.
Family Game of the Year is Spyro.
Wait, what? No way.
It's really weird. It's really weird. Maybe I just don't know the Australian culture. Maybe the game culture there. Yeah.
What is it about Australian culture that sees Detroit become human as an RPG?
Yeah. You know, like maybe there's things we don't know. You know.
Maybe Australia truly is upside down.
They have a social media god award. YouTuber of the year? Oh.
Yeah. You seeing that?
Are you just upset it wasn't you, George? How would you feel if you were that guy who won YouTube Creator of the Year and Creator of the Year, and then it was the same award show where Detroit Beyond Human won Best RPG? Would everybody be like, yeah, I know you won, but like, are you sure? Like, they got the award, right?
I mean, do we all remember the pump save point copy paste and Barkley 2 Shut Up and Jam Gaiden, where the guy rants about how even action games count as role playing games because you're playing as a role in the game?
No, oh my god. Right, let's fucking move on.
Let's move on. That's a way better segue than what the listeners aren't hearing.
Speaking of hastily put together things, this week we thought we'd change it up a little bit.
Change the game.
We're gonna have questions. We're gonna have
fast
questions, but we're having like a lightning round. Twitter. We're having a sort of experimental Twitter interaction where we're on that social medias.
Liam's going through a Q&A phase. Liam loves doing Q&As this week.
Yeah, got a bit of a Q&A bug about it.
Got a Q&A on my stream. You're doing streams of your own where you're doing Q&As. We're doing lightning Q&As on the podcast. You're a Q&A machine. You should get into QA.
Wow.
Patrick laughed. That counts, right?
Well, I guess.
Me and Matt are just not amused.
I can hear your heads shaking.
Well, speaking of heads shaking, let's take some questions from people online.
Hit us. Smack us with those
how's
questions.
this even possible? Look, how did you take this from online? These questions are huge.
We have 137 of them, so let's be fast.
Okay, I'm gonna just do like quick ass word association answers.
I'm gonna throw the questions at you and try to give me your answer as fast as possible. Let's go through them.
Hi.
So from ACIJ at Jacob
Hi.
PDF, what's your favorite Metal Gear Solid box art?
3 Subsistence.
Matt?
I'm trying to
Improvisation is the mother of creativity, said William Shakespeare.
Yes. See, I was trying to distract you so I can look it up. I think I like the old the old Metal Gear
Geistbox
art.
asks, what Smash character would you go bowling with?
A villager, because he has a bowling ball ready to go.
That's a good answer.
Peach.
Ooh.
Failing that, Richter, because he can throw out his cross in a straight line.
Perfect strikes every time. Throw out your cross in a straight line.
I feel like I'm being judged now. Because I picked Peach. No explanation. Just Peach. Go ahead.
Austin Andrews asks, what is the ideal morality system in a game? A lot of games attempt it, but it fails short into binary good thing versus bad thing, a la Mass Effect, Fallout, and Fable.
Fallout New Vegas, where it's not good or bad, it just depends on which kind of person likes you better.
Matt?
I don't know. I don't know.
I love you, Matt.
Go. Use Liam. I don't know which one is better. All of them are kind of shit. So it's.
I mean, that's a good answer, Matt. That's a real good answer. That is a good answer. Most of them are shit, and I agree. I think, similar to George, I think it would depend on making individual interactions with certain characters, whether they like you or they don't like you, and then everything is affected on an intricate basis instead of like a whole large, you are a good guy or a bad guy.
Yeah, that way it like clarifies it. It's all a matter of perspective, man.
From Ryan Tatum, what would be a dream game of any IP of your choice? So taking an IP that already exists that isn't a video game.
I'm bringing back the Fallout Town Builder.
Matt, would yours be like Path of Exile D&D version?
You know what? I don't like where this is going. I don't like these jokes we're making. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll go something weird. I would like
Okay.
Interstellar, the game. Something
nice.
about like space and exploration, like actual adventure.
Looking forward to Bethesda's Starfield then.
I can imagine space jank. Oh my god.
C4A8E5FF asks, am I too late to ask a question?
No.
No? Yes?
Okay.
Yes.
Good poll. Duncan Trice asks, what actual product do you wish was invented by Big Boss, like Doritos and Mountain Dew?
A cardboard box you could actually sneak around and spy on people with.
His own branded porn.
Nice. Sean Wood asks, after listening to a podcast for a while, my internal voice sometimes changes to that of one of the hosts for a time. Is this something you have experienced, or am I just weird?
Sometimes I think in Matt's voice.
Sometimes I also think in Matt's voice. I definitely try and emulate intros like in Matt's voice.
I do occasionally do a wah every once in a while.
Oh, I also do a wah. No.
Yeah,
I also
if you're
do
gonna
a wah.
any Georgism, do a wah.
I also do a wah. That's true. That's very true. Juan Pan asks, worst video game moment in 2018? Australia Game Awards giving Beyond.
I'm still gonna put like the general state of Fallout 76's launch week above that. Like between the game itself coming out, then the review score, well, the beta coming out and being poorly received, then the game coming out and not being able to be uninstalled correctly, and then the review score is like tanking far below the standard for AAAs. Then the bag refund fiasco getting solved by like $5 of in-game microtransaction credits. Ooh, it was just painful to watch. Absolutely mind-bogglingly painful to watch. Like even the game's reveal was a mistake.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
The game conceptually from day zero was confused. It's like Eddie from Rocky Horror. It just came out wrong.
My God, George, you need to change your brand because most of these are MGS questions.
You really do. You really do.
You really need to change your brand. Even if it just switches over to Hitman, at least it's fresh.
Thing is, it's going to be Hitman this week and Metal Gear again the next week.
No, that's true. Sticking with the brand. Sammy Mills asks, will you be at MagFest this year?
Yes.
Probably not. Too much is going on at the moment. Need to get me a JLB. JLB.
Yeah, that's higher priority than MagFest.
James Stewart asks, what's the arcade scene like in Japan, and what's your favorite arcade game from recent trips? I like Jubeat. I guess this is for you, George.
Oh, I mean, you might know more.
My favorite arcade machine is Chun Rhythm, or Chunthium, or whatever it is called. I always forget what the name is. But it's a really cool, awesome rhythm game.
Is that the one where you like wave your fingertips above keys?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I know that one. My favorite is Gunslinger Stratos, because I like controller gimmicks that also let you shoot people in the face.
Yeah, Gunslinger Stratos is pretty cool, actually. It's hard, though, but it's good.
Since everyone's going a little weird, I'm going to go American and basic and say the Quarter Muncher Metal... I was going to say Metal Gear. God, Metal Slug. Metal Slug. I really, really enjoy Metal Slug at the laundromat, eating all your quarters because obviously the game is just throwing way too much at you and you're just dying for no reason. Yes.
Nice.
Microtransactions.
Clearly.
Arcade microtransactions.
Yeah.
Joel Ha asks, what is a game franchise that you irrationally dislike? Assassin's Creed.
Man.
Oh no, Watch Dogs.
God.
I think of Watch Dogs.
Irrationally though,
yeah.
because then you have to like have some self-awareness, and I don't know if I'm ready to look at myself and declare my hatred for something like
Detroit Beyond
Kingdom
Human.
Hearts.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
See,
This is about to be the last episode. Oh my god.
You just straight up punched Matt in the face.
Yes.
No. Okay, I'm gonna. See, it's got to be some stupid JRPG I care about so little I don't even know what to jump on. Like Ease.
Whoa, what's wrong with Ease?
Where do you start with Ease?
Ease 8.
Do you start with
it's a really good game.
The old PCs or
No, Ease 8. Real
Well,
good
I guess
game.
that answers that question. See how irrational my hatred was? That's the thing about the question. Whatever you answer, you're going to learn from it and learn you're irrational.
Here's a question from me. Matt, are you going to buy a PlayStation 4 to play Kingdom Hearts 3? Because it's out in like a month.
Yeah, I'm absolutely am. Absolutely.
Wow. Kingdom Hearts is the one that made you buy it. That's crazy.
You can. I grew up playing that goofy ass game.
Well, you'll be playing with Goofy enough soon. Ben Gilbert asks, what does Microsoft name the next Xbox?
Can it be called the Xbox 2? The Xbox One 2. I take that back. The Xbox One 2.
Can it have like a Kingdom Hearts-esque name where it's like Xbox One 360 over 10 minus 2?
With the subtitle that's something like Spiral of Infinite Flame.
This one will be better because it has Netflix and Hulu.
The Xbox Ultimate. Xbox U.
In Japan, it's called Xbox
Progressive.
Special. And it'll sell more than 70 copies this time.
70.
Man, you should see the stat breakdown for weekly Xbox sales in Japan. It is depressing.
If you go to a game store in Japan, the Xbox section is like a discount bin.
It's terrible. It's so bad. Thomas D asks, what's the creepiest photo someone has sent you of their George socks? George.
Oh, man.
One that showed how the colors fade and holes were developing. And
isn't that just your own feet?
Yeah, that's what I don't want to see.
Wait, they never did anything to it? They never put it on any
I have yet
part that you're...
Right, other than toes. I have yet for them to get that bad. Don't give them ideas.
I'm pretty sure the ideas are out there already. I'm quite surprised.
And I'm just lucky. I'm a lucky boy, and I'd like to stay a lucky boy, even though that picture still kind of like hurt.
To slide into Chairman George's DMs and send a couple pictures. Make a fake Twitter account. Just make it happen.
Sam, thank you, ma'am, asks, too many questions already, but what has been the biggest surprise of, quote, I didn't think I'd like that, end quote, piece of media this year, or last year, if Matt can't think of anything he's enjoyed this year?
Is it that obvious?
Your game of the year was D&D, I mean.
Because there's nothing really interests me this year to the point that I was going to stop everything and play.
But was there anything that
Yakuza, probably. Yakuza 0.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm not going to like this, but then you did like it. Pokemon Let's Go. That's my answer.
Mine's pretty lame, and it's Tetris Effect. Because I was expecting just like gimmicky Tetris, but what I got was like perfected Tetris.
Yeah, it's awesome. Twit asks, George, my girlfriend refuses to watch your videos because you keep on saying words wrong. Help me find a new girlfriend.
There's algorithms out there that will try to match you up with a partner of your choice. Go on to findyourgeorgemate.com and you can interact with fellow Super Bunny Hop fans from across the world and find your favorite one of them and fuck them.
That is a website I do not want to visit.
Gender. Go to Gender and Jumble. And plenty of George.
Plenty of George.
Find your George today.
So I've left on your favorite Georges.
What even are... I don't want to know. What's the next question?
The next question I think is an important one. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him asks, where do babies come from? Well,
your mom.
Well, when a George man and a George woman meet on Plenty of George.
Plenty of George is so good.
They get together and they make a George.
And it comes out and says, wah.
Just one.
Just one whack. And then it dies.
Wow. Jesus. My God. That took a dark turn.
Huge Into asks, what's your least favorite color?
fuchsia? It just like makes me a little nauseous to think about what things in nature look kind of like pink, red, whatever the hell fuchsia is supposed to even be.
God, that's such a George answer.
Like, that's the color of fresh gore. It's the color of blood and guts. Like, it's sickly. It's like a sickly vomit green, except for some reason elicits a worse reaction out of me. And I'm red-green colorblind, so that just makes it even better.
Matt?
It would probably be... Like, I would never wear a loud neon green. I would never wear any part of like anywhere.
Yeah.
Like you look like a fucking traffic warden.
Yeah, like neon green belongs on the wall for you to video edit.
Stay away from
the green for a green screen. That's it.
Because no one wears it.
No one wears it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's how the green screen knows.
It's not in your skin. It's nowhere. It's where it belongs.
A Lamo asks, when can I buy the Dad Socks Cross George Socks bundle?
I mean, we did talk. We did get in talks about the t-shirt deal.
We're thinking about t-shirts. Actually, this is something we should just straight up ask. You guys interested in Dad and Sons t-shirts? Let us know. Also, if you are interested and you know how to do that shit, let us know as well, because we're fucking dumbasses and we don't know how to do it. But we have a good idea for a t-shirt, don't we, guys?
Hi.
We have a good t-shirt idea. Hi.
You gotta point it like, because our audience is kind of spread out a little bit. Like Twitter, is it Twitter? Should we make a Dad and Sons account?
Like and subscribe to us on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like send us messages. Say we want t-shirts on Twitter.
Yeah, send us messages on Twitter if you want t-shirts. If you don't have Twitter, send us a message by email, dadandsonspodcast@gmail.com.
Oh my God, you're spreading it out again. No, just Twitter.
But that's it, just the two, Twitter and email. They're the two we check. One of them, well, actually, both of them Matt doesn't check. But
Wow. Yeah, George put on the peeing picture. I checked that. He was peeing in the snow.
That was good. That was a good reply. But then someone photoshops George's face on a 1080 snowboarding box art, and it just is.
That was my fellow.
It's so good.
Friend Matthew Levinska.
He
a beloved Siege friend, moderator of the Discord.
Good job, Matt.
Good Magfest buddy.
Thanks.
My God, it was wonderful.
Mwah. Kisses to you, Matt.
Should we go for let's say 3 more? Should we?
Yeah.
Seems about right.
Okay. The Griggly Puff asks, "Fuck, marry, kill, Big Boss, Solid Snake, Raiden."
Fuck Big Boss, kill Raiden, marry whoever's left.
Solid Snake, the main character.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's okay, because I feel like Solid Snake would divorce me later anyway, and we'd both move on. He's not a family man. So it's a very low responsibility relationship.
What are the 3 again? Big Boss, Solid Snake, and who?
Raiden, whatever.
I will definitely marry Raiden, without a doubt.
Oh, really? You think you'd get along?
He's a pretty loyal dude.
He's a pretty loyal dude. Yeah.
I mean...
And he'll protect me, man.
Him and Rose didn't end out too well.
Yeah, but, he stops a fucking yacht for Snake.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I just gotta be his Solid Snake,
Arsenal gear,
not his Rose.
Is a yacht.
Wasn't it like a giant boat?
It was a comically oversized battleship thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like just a mountain-sized hunk of metal floating in the ocean.
The important information here is he stopped it for his true love.
Yes.
Solid Snake.
He's not interested in the roses. He's interested in the snakes. Okay? And I got the snakes for him.
Can roses even bloom on a battlefield?
Oh, Jesus. Okay. I'd fuck Big Boss Metal Gear Solid 3 pre-eye patch Big Boss.
Oh, he's good at it too.
Yeah. I would marry
Very
Solid
experienced
Snake.
Man.
Because I would marry Solid Snake because he gets old and dies really quickly, so I can take his money pretty fast.
And move on.
What?
And then I would probably kill Raiden, even though I agree with Matt. He'd probably be the most loyal. But by this point, he'd have, no limbs, and he'd just be a head on a robot.
I just don't like Raiden as much as
get
the other
replaced with
guys.
better limbs.
He redeems himself.
I mean, yeah, but not as... He's still on, like, less of a fun level for me. I'd still want to see Big Boss and Snake live on. Raiden, I feel, is a little more of a throwaway character.
Wow. How could you say that? How could you say that about him? He's the love of my life. Raiden.
Well,
the best
that's good.
man.
That means that George won't steal him away from you.
Oh, okay.
He's annoying as shit in MGS2. And in MGS4, he constantly shows up trying to save the day, but yeah, he just gets smushed by stuff over and over again. He gets stepped on by a little robot. He gets crushed by a big
bad
hunk
storytelling.
of metal.
You know Kojima's terrible at storytelling.
We got another fuck, marry, kill.
Ooh.
Again.
Fuck, marry, kill.
These go well.
Yes,
fuck, marry, kill.
They don't go well.
Fuck, marry, kill. PD Piranha, Plant,
What?
Joker from Persona 5, or Sans from Undertale.
Jesus Christ, those are... Okay, I'm gonna have to write that down. Joker from Persona. See, I haven't even... Persona is something I gotta get to someday, but I have to, like, clear out a weekend.
You said Joker?
I wouldn't want to fuck PD Piranha because...
Man,
he's got some sharp
got a
teeth.
mortgage to pay. Alright, well, I'd fuck Joker from Persona 5.
I'd fuck
Yeah,
I'd fuck Joker
he's
from
a cute
Persona
boy.
5. He's a handsome chap. I'd marry
Right.
Sans.
Would you, though?
Mm-hmm. I would. I would want to live with those jokes for the rest
Yeah, I
of
was
me.
gonna
Me and
say.
Sans would just toss them back and
Yeah,
forth
yeah.
forever, and we'd have the time of our lives
His sense of
till
humor
death do
is-
us part.
I think
his sense
sex
of
is a
humor.
valuable, aspect of a marriage.
No, it's just salad dressing.
Is
would
it
you
though?
rather fuck
But
a
you're not going to have
skeleton
any
or a
salad dressing.
plant?
You're going to have dry salad for the rest of your life because there's no way you're sticking anything between those bones.
But he might have one hell of a bone for you.
On the other hand, both literally and figuratively.
Two things are going to happen here. Like, if I try to fuck the Piranha Plant, either he's going to bite a part of me off, or I'm going to accidentally tear, like, his leaves off while, going at it.
Wow, are we really doing this?
Yeah, let's throw away Petey the Piranha Plant. I'm gonna keep Sans around because you can still like order yourself a Tenga or something and get that problem solved with. Yeah, no, the jokes I think are more important. Having a sense of humor is probably a longer lasting treat in the long run.
I'll kill Sans because
Whoa.
I was evil in Undertale. And I killed him there. And then I'll marry Joker because I have no idea who Joker is.
Of course. Only reason I know who Joker is because of Smash.
Really? He's in Smash?
Yeah.
He's going to be in Smash. Wait, Persona 5? Like, come on.
I'm sorry that I've never played this 80-hour weird Japanese RPG.
How many hours have you spent on Hitman?
I want to say about 40 to 50.
Oof.
I mean, so you're just a terrible human.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, I already know I like Hitman. I have liked stealth games better than I have liked JRPGs. It is a safer time investment.
It is definitely safer.
For you.
Okay, you can't just go up is Persona still a game where you just run up a tower and you go through floors over and over and over and over again? Is that still Persona?
No. Like that's Persona. That's Persona 3, the Tartarus Tower. Persona 4, similar kind of thing, but they were segmented into different places. And then Persona 5 goes a step further, and it's palaces.
And you still have to go through floors over and over and over
Also,
again.
Persona 5 has a lot of stealth elements, I'll have you know, George Wiedemann.
Joker also is wearing that mask, so you could just get him to pretend to be other people.
Also, you can bust out the
Wow,
persona.
this
you can
is
have, a threesome.
getting weird. This is getting so weird.
Okay,
Would
let's
you
end
have it
let's-
any other way?
Let's end it on a
Oh
normal.
my God,
No.
George! Whoa!
Paranoid Jumbotron asks, Biggest regret when it came to a video game purchase.
Biggest regret?
When you bought a video game. Biggest regret when it came to a video game purchase. What's a game you bought and was instantly, after like playing it, just like, why did I spend money on this?
I don't actually have many, but I can trace the like beginnings of my cynicism over to Grand Theft Auto 4.
Wow. I mean, that's a pretty strong one.
I hated how that game controlled. I hated the main character. I didn't. The game had one good radio station. The physics of the cars just have your cars like topple over whenever you tried to do some cool stuff.
I think there's I've played some pretty bad games. I've played Two Human. I've played Two Worlds, Sacred 2, but I actually had some fun with them.
Yeah.
But like the money
Red Dead
here.
Redemption,
like
I just didn't like it.
Whoa.
I know.
Wow, you two just
I know. It's
hating
pretty
on
bad.
Rockstar.
I'm not hating on Rockstar. It's just I just couldn't get into it, and I played the online, and I enjoyed the online more than I enjoyed the story. It just didn't grab me at that age that I was.
The question is digging at like disappointment more so than just like flat out bad
game,
quality, because like that's not what I think me and Matt didn't like about it. It's like expectations weren't met, or like preferences that we thought we'd be getting satisfied weren't getting satisfied. More so than like if you load up some weird janky Eurojank thing that's like a fresh new IP like Two Worlds, you're probably gonna give it more of a benefit of the doubt than an established brand.
And there's always like something going on, like, and in Two Worlds I got in the bargain bin as well. I paid $60 for Red Dead Redemption, and I did not get $60 worth.
I waited in line for GTA 4 on midnight launch, and that actually worsens the disappointment factor.
I know exactly what mine was, actually. Mine was Dragon Ball Z Raging Blast.
Ooh. Damn.
Did you have a Raging Blast?
I was a poor university student at the time. I could only really afford, like, a couple of games a year, fucking just poor as shit. And I remember watching like a lot of, hype, because, this was like the first Dragon Ball game since the Budokai games in a while. And it was coming out, 2009, I think it came out. And I was like getting super excited with my housemate, who was also a big Dragon Ball Z fan. And we were like, we're going to play the shit out of this game like we did with Budokai. It's going to be great. Paid full price for it, which is like £50 in the UK, which is a lot of money. Started playing it for like 2 hours. It was just like the worst. It was the worst. It was ugly. It like had like this rock paper scissors system that was just bullshit. It was so bad. I was so upset. I traded that shit so hard the next day.
See, a good way to avoid this problem is to not buy games for full price, and I have not done that since. Well, no, I have done that, but I've not like really taken a risk since GTA 4.
Well,
it's not that hard to just wait a couple weeks.
Lessons learned to all of us.
Man, I bought Hitman 2 for $47 on like a bargain website. That like I didn't even buy my favorite game of this year at full price, and it was still
pretty close
within launch
price.
Week.
That tells you
$47 though. Get it? 47.
Yes, George. Yeah, you made that joke before.
That's good.
Oh,
good job.
Oh, okay, all right.
Well, thank you to everyone for your questions. That was kind of fun and weird and strange. Maybe we'll do it again. Maybe we won't. Who knows on the Dad and Sons podcast, because we don't know anything.
Who are the dads? Who are the sons?
Me and that piranha plant are going to get it on in a minute.
Me and Joker are going to take that mask off.
Whoa.
Me and Big Boss are going to rub our beards together.
If you guys survived all of that, please subscribe. What do you do on iTunes? Rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
You can follow us on iTunes, like add it to your subscription so it automatically downloads, which helps us out a lot. You can also subscribe to us on YouTube on the Super Bunny Hop second channel, which is the home of the Dad and Sons podcast and some of George's archive streams. Not that you'd want to watch that instead of listening to this wonderful podcast.
Yeah, he removes all the good streams.
It's just him.
Well, the girlfriend didn't want that much of her on the internet.
Fair enough.
There it is.
You can also find us on Twitter You can find Matt and pester him to tweet more or make new videos. Who wants to see Matt make more videos? I do.
I do.
Let's get
raising my hand.
Let's get Matt making more videos.
Yeah.
And everybody,
let's
have
make
a Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Money grows on trees, guys. We don't have to work. We can just make videos all day.
You don't have to right now. Have a very Merry Christmas from all of your 3 dads and sons.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And a happy another beer.